So let's take this for a bit of a real world spanking. Right, well, we've seen what this is like commuting. So let's take this for a bit of a real world spanking. Now I'm conscious that my range is probably going to be down to about 60 miles, I would imagine. Certainly 60 to 80. I'm going to be all in sport mode, no eco, and I'm going to ride it like I stole it, just to see how she performs. I'm not saying I'm Rossi or anything like that. I'm just going to ride how I normally ride, and let's see how it goes. I tell you, that acceleration is just addictive. I jumped on the GS yesterday to go into work, and I'll be honest with you, I thought I'd get on the GS and it would just be like, oh, I've missed this. It wasn't. I missed this. I know. It's addictive. This thing is addictive. The power is so deceptive because there's no noise with it. You don't appreciate how quickly this thing accelerates and how fast you're going a lot of the time. It really is a lot of fun, folks. A lot of fun. Suspension feels lovely, actually. I thought it was going to be too soft, but it actually feels not bad at all. There's a bumpy old country road. The brakes are shocking though. You know, this bike's I think 210 kilograms, something like that. And then with me, I'm another 120 odd on the top. Yeah, they're not up to the task. They'll slow you down, but they won't stop. They do stop you eventually, but they could do with being upgraded, in all honesty. But that is about my only criticism. The grin factor on this thing is through the scale. It's awesome. I love it. Not quite sure where I'm going to go here, but we'll see. Right, this here, this is a 17% incline. And this thing is just pulling like a train up it. Oh yeah. No problems there at all. Quite easily over the national speed limit for this road. Oh, easily caught up with that car in front. That went by me ages ago. I tell you what, this is a lot of fun. We could just get a better range on it. I was reading in other reviews that saying it had like a 200 mile range with a single charge. Not a hope. Unless you're in eco mode and pushing it, no way are you going to get 200 miles. I've had about 90 miles general commuting, and that's sitting sort of 80, 85-ish on the motorway, accelerating quite hard when I'm in the towns off the line, just, you know, normal sort of riding. Sticking to the speed limits, you'll maybe get 100, just over 100, if you religiously stick to them. But where's the fun in that? Time and a place, people. Time and a place. Trouble is, I have no sat-nav and my phone's away to die, and although I'm about a few miles from home, I've got no idea where I am. There's that Breadhurst. Let's try that then. Don't know where that is. Let's go there. Boxley and Maidstone. Let's go up there. Oh, bloody hell, love. That's the other thing, you must scare the living daylights out of horse. Creep up on them on one of these things. It's weird not having the engine braking. You're constantly looking for that front brake. It's like a comfort braking thing. Because you roll off the throttle, and whereas you'd normally slow down a little bit with engine braking, there's nothing. Let's just come round in a big loop. This thing gets to 70 odd miles an hour so quickly, ridiculously quickly. It's just the grin factor off of this alone. I'm genuinely going to miss this. I am genuinely going to miss this bike when it goes back. tomorrow. Hence, we're out for our last little fling of our brief affair, and then it's back to Helga. Good old, solid, reliable Helga. But I tell you what, the thought of going electric used to rip the soul out of me. I thought it was the end of biking. I really did. I tell you what, folks, you have nothing to fear with electric. Nothing. Get the range sorted. Get some better brakes on this thing. Yeah, get the range more livable. Get better brakes on this thing. And there is absolutely nothing to fear. Where's this road go? God, those brakes are terrible. As a commuter, I'd probably have one of these straight away. If it was being given, I would have one. Would I invest my own money? Nah, not at the moment. Not at the moment. But it's not far away. It really isn't, folks. And I'm being told next year is going to see some pretty big improvements in the field of electric vehicles. Exciting times ahead. Really is. Whoa. Oh, that ABS is terrible. Just went over a pothole there and I had to brake because there's a corner coming up and it wouldn't let me brake. It locked me out of the brake, so I'm just rolling on. Jesus, it scared the poop out of me. The turning circle's lovely as well. It's really manoeuvrable. Because all that weight is so low down, again, like the GS, the centre of gravity's like on the surface of the road. It's really low. So you can just lean it in lovely. Just fills you with confidence. Maybe too much confidence really, considering the brakes are like cheese. That acceleration is phenomenal. Just gonna put my phone on charge. These battery packs, the Anker, I think it's 2600 milliamp. It is mega. You get about 8 charges of an iPhone out of it. I use it to charge up all sorts, cameras, remotes, phones, all sorts. Put that in my little boot. Let's go and find some good roads, better roads, because we can't just keep going round in circles. God, I'm going to miss this. I really am. You just feel so free. I don't know why. Just no engine, that's all, and it's bloody quick. I'll have to watch. This is all downhill. This is that big hill. Probably charge it all the way back up again. Right, let's get some drone footage. Ample power to overtake, just ample. This thing has put a smile on my face, I tell you. And if you think I'm lying, I'm not lying. Well, now you can see my mouth anyway. What a throbber. Right, what's that? 10 to 6? Is that 10 to 6? Blimey, I need to get back. Mrs. is expecting a barbecue. We'll just go for one quick squirt around the back roads. Famous last words. Sorry dear, sorry. I'm doing this for the greater good. The greater good. We've got to think of the future of humanity here. This is detailed technical research, this is. Go down here. That in there, that's my gym. I've been a member of that gym for 2 years. I've been in it once. I know you'll find that hard to believe. Lovely Starbucks. I've got to sort myself out. I'm such a fat knacker. Trouble is, it's winter now, you see, and now I'm back to work. I need my winter coat. It gets cold. I'm genuinely really surprised by my reaction to this. Again, I shouldn't be, because I thought I would hate the GS. Now I love it. I didn't think electric would do anything for me. I'm genuinely going to miss this when it goes back. I wonder if that's got... Let's just have a little look. Has this got a... Add blue, what's that? No, that's... Has this got an electric place? No. Air and water. There's no electric there. No electric there. Okay. Alright, so that one doesn't have. There's a big shell near my house. I'm just going to see if that's got electric or not. So it seems to be a good reaction to the German motovlog meetup vid. I've just whacked out, sounds a bit rude. I published my vid yesterday and it's had 2,000 views already. Awesome, thank you very much, people. I was gutted for Gaz. Poor old bulldog Gaz is having some problems. He's got an old Senna, whereas I had the new Cardo Pack Talk, which is awesome, and Sean had a newer Senna. Sean and I managed to connect with Bluetooth, but we couldn't connect Gaz. Don't know why, but we just wouldn't connect. A little bit gutted. But if you've not checked out that video, have a look up above. Let me know what you think of it, folks. I want to try and do more of these meetups, collabs with other motovloggers, and just get out there and meet people. I really do enjoy going new places, meeting new people, and that includes around the UK. So drop me a line if you want to meet up. You don't need to be a motovlogger. Anything, any field at all. I'm always interested in meeting up with new people. And if we can combine the two, bikes and whatever it is you're into, then happy days. Look at that. The acceleration on this is just mental. I love it. It is mega. Now, let's have a look. Has this got an electric doodah? Is that electric? Yes, I think it is. No, that's not HCV, regular, diesel, air and water. There's no electric on that one. No. Like I said, I am genuinely gonna miss this. Let's fire back to Teapot HQ and I'll give you my final verdict. But I think you know already what that's gonna be, don't you? Woohoo! Oh, right, yeah. Now that was out for a bit of a spankage. I've been out for about, probably riding wise, half hour, and I wasn't hanging about. 69% it's down to, so I feel like I got better economy doing that than I did commuting, but oh well. Let's pop in and have a chat. I am genuinely sorry to see this go. Never thought I would take to electric bikes. I really didn't. The engine, the roar of the engine, that's part of it for me. The smells, the sights, the sounds, that's all part of biking. And I didn't think electric bikes would have it. I'm going to miss it. I am genuinely going to miss this bike. It's not quite there yet. You know, if you're enjoying yourself or you're being a bit spirited, there's claims of 200 miles to a tank, you know, to a charge. Nah, the Americans say 200 miles to a charge, no way. The English Electric Motor Company said more realistic was 90 to 100. Definitely, yeah. If you're being a bit conservative with the throttle, taking it easy, yeah, you probably get over 100 miles, I would imagine. If you're spirited riding, you're probably going to be looking at sort of 75 to 80. But, you know, if that's within your commute, then this is a good old commuter. It costs somewhere in the region of, I think it's just under 2 cents, so that's about what, £1.50 to charge this up overnight. So £1.50 for 80 to 100 miles of fun, and it is fun, believe you me. The novelty hasn't worn off in 2 weeks at all. Compare that to fuel. Well, on my GS I go through one tank of fuel, which is about, say, £25. That tank will last me about 160 miles, 180 miles maybe at a push. You know, £1.50 to charge up for 80 miles, say. as opposed to what, £12, £13 for half a tank of fuel. This wins hands down on that side of things. Service intervals, it is every 12 months or every 4,000 miles. And I think the service is something like £68 or £70. The battery cycle rate, as in how many charges does the life of the battery have, I'm still waiting on that info, so hopefully I'll have it by the time that I do the vid and I'll put it up. Now, if I haven't got that info, I'll just look alright. Noise wise, yeah, commuting in and out of London, I had quite a few near misses with pedestrians and cyclists who simply just didn't hear me coming. Cars, no, didn't have an issue with the cars, to be honest with you. It's weird that I had less "sorry mate, I didn't see you" occurrences with cars on this than I ever have with the GS, and she's like rolling thunder when she's going with that exhaust, the Akropovich exhaust. Yeah, surprising that. I thought I would get knocked off within about 2 days. Carrying on from that, the lack of sound. Apparently next year it's going to become law that all electric vehicles must make a noise. What that noise is going to be, they haven't stipulated yet. So who knows, could be anything from a little bell to a horn to, I don't know, beeping, maybe an artificial engine noise, I don't know, a bit of cardboard between the spokes. Who knows, but it's going to make a noise as of next year. So this is the big question. Would I swap Helga or standard motorbike for an electric one? It's a difficult one. At the moment, if it was standard bike, petrol bike or electric, I would go petrol, purely because at the moment the electric ones aren't quite there, the range isn't quite there yet, the infrastructure isn't quite there yet. Next year they're going to launch a supercharged pack for the Zero bikes. That will mean your charge time will go from 8 to 12 hours down to 1.5 hours for a full charge, from 0 to 100%. You'll be able to do that in an hour and a half. That is groundbreaking. That totally changes this, because then you can stop for a coffee for 20 minutes and get another 20-30 miles in your range. So then that then becomes much more viable, definitely. It's quite exciting to see what the future's going to hold with the electric bikes. It is a hoot, it really is a hoot. I urge any of you out there to contact the English Electric Motor Company, link is down below. Give them a call, drop them an email, they will bring the bike to you. You can have it for a couple of days and try it for yourself. Honestly, I cannot recommend that enough. You have to try one of these to see how good they are. And I tell you, the future is electric, definitely. It's only going to be a few years before any vehicles in central London are going to have to be electric. The mayor's already said that. That filled me with dread before. But having ridden this, the future's bright, the future's electric, and I can't wait. Well folks, if you got this far, thank you very much for bearing with me. If you're part of the clan, thank you so much for all your support over on the Patreon page. You've made the last few months possible with the trips to Germany and things like that. Couldn't do it without your support, so thank you very much. If you haven't joined the clan yet folks, check out the link down below, but most importantly, live your life.